Okay, here another video on the rippled stitch. This one I'm gonna be using a closed shape, so I'll go out of here for now. What I did is, okay, I'll delete this for a moment, and we'll go delete. And what I'm doing is I'm creating a star for a moment, and I'll move it down here, and I'll make a duplicate and put that one underneath. So now we have, I should make one more, then we can see for our original. So now we can apply a rippled stitch right to its, or no, one more thing, I'll go and select all of them, and we go convert the shapes to a path. So now they are all a path. And okay, then what I'll do is I'll keep this one as the original. Now the second one, I will go select and go extension, inkstitch, commands, attach command to selected object, and then we go and select rippled stitch target position, and then go and apply, and then go close. And this one, what we'll go and do is we go the Bezier tool, and I'll draw a line, and then what I'll do is this line selected, extension, inkstitch, edit, selection to guideline. And as we can see, now this one is a different icon than this icon. Also, now we have to make note on, we can go and move this one, and as you can see, it attaches to the edge, or it attaches to the center point of the object. So this one is attached, and this one, that one is a free object. So we can manipulate this in many different ways. So now we're gonna go and put this one, I'm gonna put that in the center there. It can become a little bit annoying on how to attach it, but I'll show you now with all three items. And also make note, the point where this icon is, that becomes the important point. I'll move that one out of the way, it might be annoying. This becomes the target point, while on this one, this point becomes the target point. So as we're doing now the simulation in a moment, first what needs to happen is with this one, we have to go and group the objects. Those two need to be grouped. Now we can go and we'll go select everything for a moment, and The first one we will see that it will all be on the inside, and the other ones it will be going toward the outside because of the target points. And then we go to the params and we go ripple, and I'll move my screens around here. It is annoying, they don't want to stay in the right position. But now you can see this is the original shape with a ripple, and there is no adjustments possible. Then these two, they appear to be exactly the same, and there you can see the target point is here toward the outside, and also on this one the target point is toward the outside. Then we can the scale axis, then we will be seeing differences of behavior between the other two. As you can see on the original, it doesn't make any difference, but now you can see the difference. Now we change it to the x-axis, where we added a command. It still goes the same, but with the guideline, it has a different perspective. And now we'll go and change it to the y-axis, and we will see exactly the same thing. The behavior of the points become different. As you can see, with the added line, it gives a whole different perspective than the one with the command added. And if we go to the none, there we can see too, they behave differently. And with the one by adding the command, it constantly stays the same. So now we can go and make some changes if we so desire. So I'll cancel, and here we can go and bring, I have to deselect. Now we can go and select a point, and we can bring our target point. It doesn't matter if it attaches to the center. Now I'll bring the target point basically in line with these two lines, and I will do the same thing with this one. If I want to change this one, since it is in a group, I'll go control click, and now I can change it and go to the node select, and now I can go and manipulate my nodes, and it doesn't really matter where I'm putting that one. This point, this node, that becomes the target point. So now I will go and select everything again, and we run the params again. And we go to the ripple. And there you can see they show up as the same, but now when we go to the x-axis or the y-axis, things will really start changing, because that has to do with the size of the line. But with the command added, it does not change. And now we go to the y-axis. So there you can see that between the two, adding a command, and adding the line, it makes a big difference on how it is responding. Also, the starting scale, that is a percentage. If and the end scale, let me see here. Let's go and apply a fairly high number, and I'll change that to 50%. So that means it will end at 50% of the original shape. And let's see the starting scale. Also keep an eye over here, the 13 mil. Now if I change the starting scale to 200, as you can see, the one with the added command, it does not change, but with the added line we get a whole different perspective, and the starting scale seems to have there a bigger effect than on the other one. And then also on the x-axis it will give a different perspective again. So yeah, there are many possibilities. It takes a little bit of time to figure out all these little odds and ends, but once you get the hang of it, you see now the scale axis I put none, and as you can see, the original, the one with the command added, and this is the one with the line. Okay, I hope this is for a fair bit of information for you. And also here you can let me see here. If I gotta deselect, and now we can go and we can move the target point, and wherever the target point is, that is how it will travel. And the same with this one, we can change there the target point also, and by moving it outside. And if I go now and I have them in the fairly good in the same angle, and let's just try to line it up a kind of even, and then we'll go, I should zoom to the page for a moment, and we'll go and select everything again, and extension, inkstitch, params, and we go rippled stitch, so like there too, again you can see they look exactly the same right now, but as soon as we go and change here the x-axis, their behavior will be different between each one. And same with the y-axis. Okay, that is that part. Now we'll go and bring the target point, deselect, bring the target point inside, and this one, in order to change that one again, we'll have to go and change the to the node select, and now we'll go do the inside. Now select everything, extension, inkstitch, params. We go ripple stitch, and go to the shift. So now they look, so that is the only difference here is probably I don't have the target point exactly in the same position. And now that we have the target point on the inside, now we'll try to change the x-axis for a moment. And the target point is on the inside. And as you can see, we're getting here too, we're getting right away a different perspective. And the Y, as you can see, it's all different. And if you go to the none, so here basically it is all staying at a 100%, or the shape is basically constantly the same size, and this has to do with the length of your line, I presume. Some things I still have to learn and experiment with, but I hope this will give you a little bit of a point of interest and learning a little bit more. Let's see. Then we can add a grid size. So if we want to make it like a fill, then we can add the grid size, and I'll set that at let's make it a bigger one. Backspace 4. So as you can see, there are many possibilities, many creations can be made. It takes time and to understand exactly what is happening, and create a couple of shapes together, apply a few overlapping shapes, and see how it turns out. The join style, that can be a point. Not that that will make a whole lot of difference in here. There, let's see, the X and Y axis here, that is none. XY. So now in a way they should kind of show up similar. The only thing is to get a fill in right in the center. That doesn't quite want to work for me yet, so I will keep playing, and as I'm getting more information, I will be trying to make more videos and try to help you out on learning this ripple stitch. Okay, thanks for watching and have fun.